everyone. Thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to go over all the beauty products that I purchased in January. So I did this series all of last year. I'll link that playlist in case you would like to see absolutely everything I purchased in 2022. I was on a low buy last year. I'm trying to continue that into 2023. I'm just trying to be really mindful of the purchases I make. So actually on January, I was on a no buy, but we'll get into that. Okay, so it's a series I did all of last year. Now, I loved it. It really held me accountable because I knew every month I was gonna have to come on and make a video and talk about all the things I purchased. And it just really, it caused me to pause, which is perfect, right? Like that's what I need. I need to just pause before I hit place order because I am an online shopper and I feel like it's so easy to shop online, right? And so I can get very much carried away. And Sephora, for sure, it's a place that I love to order from Sephora, right? You guys know I love makeup. I love to order from Sephora. I love the whole experience. Last year was a low buy. I did just okay. I think I did just okay. I definitely purchased less in 2022 than I did in 2021, and I'm hoping to do even better in 2023. Like I said, it's a series I did all of last year. I thought what we could do this year, which would maybe even be a little more fun, is I could come on here once a month and tell you all the beauty purchases I made for the month, and then we could look back at the previous year, at the previous month. So for instance, in this video today, I'm going to talk about everything I purchased in January of 2023, but I'm going to look back. I've got my list here. This was a low buy, you guys. This is everything I purchased in January of 2022, and I want to look back and see if it was worth it. So I love Hailey O here on YouTube. I'll link her channel down below, and she always does a was that haul worth it. So she does this exact video. That's where I got this idea because they're some of my favorite videos of hers to watch. She talks about the things that she's purchased. She also is trying to be mindful, and then she looks back at the previous year to see if that haul was worth it that month. So you guys, again, low buy. This was my low buy month. Okay, anyways, I think you guys get it. Let's get into what I purchased in January of this year. And guess what? I have nothing to show you. I didn't purchase any makeup. I didn't buy anything from Sephora. Well, I did purchase a gift. I purchased a Valentine's gift for my son's girlfriend. It was that little Laneige Valentine's Day duo. It had like the classic strawberry on the bottom, and then it had a little mini of the chocolate on top. And then I wrapped that in a little pair of socks that had hearts on them. Anyway, super cute. So I did order from Sephora, but that's all I ordered, and it wasn't for myself. It was a gift. So I didn't buy any makeup in January. I didn't buy anything. So I will say this though, I was keeping track of a lot of this is skincare, and I'm not going to bother with my skincare purchases for this year because it's not an area I struggle with. I typically purchase just the skincare. I normally just replace the stuff I've used up. I don't very often branch out and try new things. For a bunch of reasons. One, because, you know, skincare is expensive and my skin is so sensitive, I just never know if things are going to work for me. And the routines that I do morning and night work really well. So I'm not going to bother keeping track of my skincare because it's not an area that I feel like I overspend in. And so I did in January purchase from The Ordinary. I was out of my rosehip seed oil and my resveratrol. So I ordered those, but I only ordered those. I didn't order extra. I probably need to place another order from The Ordinary in the next couple of weeks because I'm getting low on my alpha-arbutin and my niacinamide. Probably I'll pick up a Buffet plus Copper Peptides because that one I tend to go through kind of quick. And I actually just used up from the Niod, the modulating glucoside. So I am going to purchase those, but I'm not going to purchase a bunch. I'm not going to purchase backups. I'm just going to purchase what I need. And so again, I don't really think I need to keep track of my skincare stuff because it's not an area I struggle with. So in January of 2023, I purchased no makeup. And as I'm filming this, it is February the 12th, and I have still purchased no makeup. I don't know how long it's gonna go on for. If I see something I really want, I'll probably pick it up. There are some things right now on Sephora that I want. Is it just me, or are liquid lipsticks making a comeback? And first of all, I don't want a liquid lipstick. It's not something I wear. But I'm really struggling to say no to all the new liquid lipsticks out there. So there are some new launches on Sephora that I am interested in. I have put them in my cart, but I have not purchased them. NARS came out with a Orgasm, the multiple cream blush, lip, and eye stick. It is $51. I do like the shade Orgasm Rush. It's a little bit deeper. I've tried the Orgasm shade in their powder blush and it wasn't for me, but boy, that looks nice. So that is sitting in my cart. I don't know that I'll ever get it. I quite often stick stuff in my cart and then come back to it weeks or months later and I'm no longer interested. So maybe that's what'll happen there. It's hard to say. I have not purchased any of these, but I thought I would share with you the things that intrigued me in the last month so you could see. Charlotte Tilbury came out with a matte beauty blush wand. $52, but I love a matte blush and I think I would really like that. And then Danessa Myricks came out with a Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flushed matte color for cheek and lip, and I like the Rose and Brunch shade. $30. Probably of all three of those, that's the one I would really like to try. I love a blush and that sounds like it would be fantastic. If you're curious, in the Charlotte Tilbury, it's the Pink Pop, I think is the color that I would be interested in. And then I did kind of want to try from Kosas that Revealer Concealer. I see lots of people talk about how much they love it, and they did come out with a mini for $19. You know, I do have quite a few concealers. I probably won't pick that up, but I am interested in that. And then I really want to get some kind of an eyeliner, like something in a brown. I've seen lots. I don't typically wear eyeliner. You can see I don't have eyeliner on. It's not something that's part of my everyday routine, but I have seen some really pretty eyeliner looks lately, and because I don't really own any, I'm interested in the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eyeliner pencil in Barbarella Brown, or the Hourglass Voyeur waterproof gel eyeliner in the shade Cave. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm sure somebody out there knows a great, easy to use brown eyeliner. Like, I want something that's subtle and soft and that I can maybe smoke a little bit, like blend it out a little bit so it's not a harsh line. I'm not looking for a black liquid liner. I want something much more soft and subtle than that. So those are the things that are in my cart that I'm interested in. Whether or not I get any of them, who knows? But yeah, so those are the things that I was interested in that I did not pick up. That 2 years ago, for sure I would have. I would have grabbed all those things, right? So that's it. In January, I bought nothing. Nothing to report. Good for me. And so let's get into the things that I grabbed last January to see if that haul was worth it. So a lot of this is skincare. So I've got from the Timeless, I picked up a vitamin C, a Matrixyl Synth 6, and a Coenzyme Q10. Those are daily use products for me. No regrets there. From The Ordinary, I picked up 5 things that I use, again, every day. No regrets there. Okay, what I actually bought from Sephora was I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. There is maybe 1 or 2 uses left in this. No regrets. This was absolutely worth it. I love this foundation and would consider picking it up again once I've worked my way through some of the foundations I have, because I just have too many right now. I must have at least 10 to 15 foundations. So I'll be sad when this is gone. It's the foundation I have on today. It's gorgeous. I love it. And again, I'm kind of down right to the last couple of uses of that. And then I also picked up from Fenty the Heat Gloss Bomb. It is what I have on today. I don't want to say this is a regret, because the Fenty glosses are gorgeous glosses. I think any of them you would be happy with. I picked this up because I thought it was going to be really tingly and plumping. And I had seen Jessica Braun talk about this and how she had to wipe it off because it was so strong. And so I'm always looking for something that's going to give me Angelina Jolie lips. This doesn't do that, unfortunately. It's a great gloss. It smells good. It feels good. It's a beautiful tint of color to my lips. I mean, it's a Fenty gloss. It's lovely. It has this candy kind of scent to it. I don't feel a tingle with this, but I see lots of people talk about how extreme they find this. So I don't feel that. I didn't need this. I have lots of Fenty glosses, but you know, not really a regret because it's fine. I just don't reach for it because it's not what I wanted it to be. And I have probably 100 lip products. So didn't need it. So probably shouldn't have got it. Okay, and then also from Sephora, I picked up a Dr. Jart face mask. I used it. It's one of those rubber ones. I do really enjoy those and my skin really likes them. I get the one that is for hydration and I do really like them. I do see them every once in a while at Winners. They're a couple dollars cheaper, not a ton cheaper, and they're expensive. I want to say those are like $18 or $20 or something. So it's definitely a special treat for me to get one of those. Yeah, so that's what I picked up from Sephora last January. And then I was all of last year subscribed to BoxyCharm. I'm not right now. I miss it. But I will say this, when I go through what I like the surprise of the BoxyCharm box. And sometimes I get some really great products in there, but more often than not, the $50 that box cost me, I could get one thing I really wanted from Sephora. You know, I do love BoxyCharm. I love the surprise. I love getting this little gift every month. And so I think for that reason, they're great. But quite often the makeup products I receive don't end up being favorites for me. Sometimes the skincare is okay, and I do also miss the Boxy sale. However, I'm trying not to purchase as much right now, so it's probably better for me not to get the BoxyCharm box. But last year, I was subscribed all year to BoxyCharm, and I got this LYS bronzer, which I do struggle to use. I find, because it's a powder bronzer, it can look a little patchy on my dry skin. So I do struggle with that. It's not my favorite, and I don't reach for it. But I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that bronzer. I typically like a cream bronzer and I don't really reach for my powder bronzers day to day. So I got that. I got a Dragon Beauty lip liner, which I looked for. I must have got rid of it or decluttered it. I don't remember. I don't think I ever used it. I think it was in a shade that really wasn't for me. So that's gone. I got this Item Beauty lip oil, which I love this lip oil. I think Item Beauty, I don't think you can get these on Sephora anymore, but it's a beautiful lip oil. And you can see I've used a little over half of it and I really enjoy it. My only complaint is, even though I store this upright and I wipe it off and I make sure when I put it back in my little lip product holders that it's clean, it oozes and it leaks. And over time, it just it becomes this sticky mess. Like when I pulled it out today, I had to wipe the whole thing down. I had to wipe out the container where it was sitting. So the packaging does drive me crazy a little bit, but the gloss inside is beautiful. It has this lovely fresh scent, and it's just a beautiful, easy to wear lip gloss or lip oil. And I really like this. I'm not sure how many shades this comes in, but yeah, it's a really good product. I was impressed with most of the Item Beauty products I tried, and I was surprised to see them pull out of Sephora. But again, I do think you can go right on the Item Beauty website and grab some of the stuff. And then I got a Farmacy Filling Good, which I loved. I used and loved it, but as I say in a lot of videos talking about skincare, Farmacy is not in my skincare budget. I wish it was. I love Farmacy as a brand. I love a ton of their stuff, but I can't. And then I got an eye cream that I used up, and I don't even remember it actually. And then in the Boxy pop-up sale, I ordered myself one of the Farmacy Filling Good. And quite often you'll see that if you're subscribed to BoxyCharm, that things that are in your box then show up in the sale, and you can pick them up. Heavy discounts on those products. And so, you know, when I would see brands like Farmacy in there, I would quite often purchase. And then I picked up 3 things from Wishful. I picked up the rose oil, which mine smelled terrible. I did use it, but I did not enjoy it. And so I thought, oh, it's an old one. But I was in Sephora after that, and I smelt the one that they have in store, and it also didn't smell good. So yeah, it was fine. It was a really nice oil. It was expensive. I want to say it was $75 or $80. That's not what I paid, but if you were to purchase it from Sephora, that's, I think, the price on that oil. And honestly, I prefer the one from The Ordinary, which is probably around $10. So I would just get that one from The Ordinary. I wouldn't repurchase the one from Wishful. The Wishful Cleansing Balm I did really like, but again, it's just more expensive. These are things I picked up in the pop-up sale, so they would have been at probably like 80% off retail price. And then I also picked up 2 of the Wishful eye cream, and I seems to me I really enjoyed that eye cream, and they lasted quite a while. So I don't really have regrets about purchasing those things. Again, not something that I typically do is to purchase a lot of skincare stuff, but the Wishful things I had really wanted to try some of their skincare stuff, and the Farmacy stuff. I mean, yeah, if I can get it discounted, I'm gonna grab it, right? Like that Farmacy stuff seems to work really well for my super dry skin. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a good way to approach this series? I thought it was kind of fun. I thought it was good to, well, for one, I didn't really have anything to talk about because I didn't purchase anything in January. So I thought it was good to look back and see if the things I purchased were worth the purchase, which some were not. But yeah, I just kind of thought this was a fun way to approach this. These are some of my favorite videos that Hailey does. And again, I'll link her channel down below if you're not familiar with her. She did the makeup breakup with Kat. They don't do that makeup breakup anymore, but I do watch both Kat and Hailey O, and I love them. I absolutely love them. They're some of my favorite YouTubers. They're in Australia, and they're both lovely. I'll link both their channels down below in case you've never heard of the makeup breakup or you're not familiar with either of them. They do a lot of project panning and, you know, shop my stash and those sorts of things, right? Which I really enjoy those types of videos. They show their collection. They do videos where they go through, like, went through all of my lipsticks or tested all of my highlighters. Like, great videos. I love those types of videos. So there you go, you guys. I'm gonna do these monthly, and we'll look back and see, was that haul worth it, and what I purchased in the month. Again, I'm gonna kind of exclude skincare, I think, because typically I just am at this point repurchasing the things I need and not purchasing a lot of extra stuff. But it's good to come on here and talk about makeup. I have not purchased any makeup in 2023, which it's been a lot of years since I can say I've gone 6 weeks without a makeup purchase. So I'm pretty proud of myself, honestly. It may seem like a small thing to some, but if you're a makeup lover like me, when there's constant makeup releases, you know the struggle. So doing pretty good so far. Let me know about the eyeliners if there's one that you think, oh, you know what? If you know a drugstore eyeliner that you think would be great, I would love to try stuff from the drugstore. I feel like in Canada, our drugstore stuff, we don't get the new releases like you get them down in the US. I can't speak for other countries, but they take forever to get up here. And by the time they're up here, it's just not as exciting as when they were newly released. So I just find it harder to shop the drugstores. You know, I don't know. They're just, every time I go in there, it just seems to be the same things. I don't see the new stuff. I don't know if I'm just not looking but yeah, so let me know if there's a drugstore eyeliner that you think might work for what I want it to work for, because I absolutely would love to try, you know, some kind of easy to use brown subtle eyeliner. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if, you know, moving forward we like to look back, we like the recap, or you just want me to talk about the new things that I purchased, because I can do either one, that's fine. But yeah, I thought this might be fun. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.